So unit function defined as u of x minus a, which is giving value 0 when x is less than a and 1 when x is greater than equals to a. And now we have to represent function square bracket of x, or that is called as greatest integer function, between 0 and 3. So now we know this value of greatest integer functions are integer. So if we split this will give answer as 1 for x between 0 and 1. Then it will give 2 for x between 0 for x between 0 and 1, and it will give 1 for x between 1 and 2, and it will give 2 for x between 2 and 3. So this is the basic definition of this function, and now we can apply our unit function method. So now we know that u of x gives us value 0 for x less than 0 and 1 for x greater than equals to 0. So we need value 1 when x is between 1 and 2. So we'll use u of x minus 1, since we know, since we have x minus 1 here, by the property of unit function given to us, it will give value 0 for x less than 1 and give 1 for x greater than equals to 1, which satisfies our this condition. So first term of our f of x will be u of x minus 1. Now this will keep on giving 1 for x greater than equals to 1, but once the value of x become greater than 2 or equals to 2, it must return value 2. So we need to add another u of x, which will be u of x minus 2. Since again by definition this will give 0 for x less than 2 and 1 for x greater than equals to 2, which satisfies our this condition, and hence when we'll put this here, this will give us 1 plus 1 when x is greater than or equals to 2. Now to include the value of x above 3, we'll use another unit function, that is if u of x minus 3, which is 0 for x less than 3 and 1 for x greater than equals to 3. So we can directly add here u of x minus 3, and which will not change our result, since our region of x is between 3, which is less than 3, and greater than 0. So this will be 0, this will be 1, this will be 1 between 2 and 3, and it will be 1 between 1 and 2, and it will be 0 between 0 and 1. So that is our answer, which matches with option B. Thank you.